I don't know whether I was going to go into this or not, because some of you are going to probably think it's silly. I'm used to people giving me shit about this in the real world. But I'm extremely sensitive. My dad was the same way. Extremely sensitive to airborne petroleum products or distillates or something. I mean, I can handle being around a little bit of car exhaust. I can pump my gas, no problem. That's fine. But mostly it's this areas of certain types of solvents, and like toluene, and that's the first one that comes to mind. Probably naphtha might be another one. Primarily, whatever they put in brake cleaner really messes me up, and whatever they put in pesticides really messes me up. So if somebody has a can of Raid or something like that, and they spray a room and I don't know it, and I walk into that room, I can get really, really out of it, sometimes even vomit. If I feel really dizzy and woozy, I have a really difficult time thinking. So, okay, so let you know about that. I'm pretty much against people keeping Roundup, you know, but it's made by Monsanto, and Roundup is everywhere, and it's a bad thing. What they've even hybrided a special hybrid of corn, so when they spray the fields with Roundup to kill the weeds, it doesn't kill the corn, but it's in our food supply now, and if you've had any corn grown in the United States, you probably have your bacterium in your bowels have been changed, and your body's manufacturing that little version of the anti-Roundup in your own body. Besides, what happened? People are just lazy, man. I remember I used to have to pull weeds when I was a kid. They'd just go out and pull weeds on the walkway, you know, and you'd use a hoe and you'd get some exercise and you'd be outside. Now it's just people with a spray bottle, and it washes off in the runoff. It goes in the rain, goes into our water supply. It's, you know, makes its way there. It's a bad thing. So I'm against all that. People that spray their house for ants. Look, I understand in some cases you have to tent a house to kill the termites. But when you have little kids around and pets, dogs, you know, they're smaller, those things affect them more, especially children as they're growing, they're young, it affects their bodies more. And you've got like an ant problem, you break out that Raid and you spray your kitchen down and stuff, you might feel okay, maybe the kids feel okay, but you're getting that stuff in your system. I feel like I'm the canary in the coal mine since I'm extra sensitive to it. I'll sense it before other people, before it's bothering them. So anyways, I rode my skateboard to the park, and yeah, I thought I'd mention this. I hope you liked the part 1 of Fez. That was me riding my skateboard to the park. And at the end of that, that's when my camera broke. That was the last footage that my little Nikon digital camera is ever going to make. Now, I didn't bring my larger Sony, and luckily I might have damaged that. And it's kind of on its last legs for whatever. There's problems with the tape heads. But anyway, so if I don't include that, I apologize. I was supposed to put a part 1 of me riding my skateboard, but that's what I plan on doing. I haven't edited it yet. So, but anyways, boy, this is really a messed up Fez night, isn't it? So I was coming back from the park, riding my skateboard, huffing and puffing a little bit, breathing a little bit harder than I normally would. I'm going past this yard, and I see this kid out there playing with a super soaker with his friend. But the funny thing is, the kid had like one of those like dust masks that I mean, it's not like what you're supposed to wear when you're handling chemicals, but it's like a dust mask that a painter wears. And you know, when you're spray painting and you don't want to get those little the little droplets in your lungs, and or for other dust. But it was the wrong kind of mask. Well, let me explain why. Because he had the super soaker, apparently he'd filled it full of pesticides, some type of pesticide, and he was shaking it because it wouldn't squirt, because probably what happened is the bug spray melted the inside of the super soaker so it wouldn't work. And I'm looking at him, I go, whoa, and I caught this heavy whiff of bug spray, and I just knew right then, oh no, what was that damn kid doing? You know, if I would have seen some guy, you know, out there spraying like in a regular setup or something, I would have crossed over to the other side of the street. But sometimes it's too late, you know, and then I basically kiss the rest of the day goodbye. Anyway, I feel like shit. We can't do much of anything. Kind of how I feel now. No. So, anyways, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. What else here? I made a little list and talk about the things. You know, and some people, can you see the beauty of Fez Night? How far am I into this? The beauty of Fez Night is that it's like an old shoe. There's things about Fez Night that are kind of familiar, like a little kid show that I repeat over and over again. And you know, lately, over months and a couple of years, there's been some minor changes. You know, like me singing a song before we start, and you know, I'm not sitting at my desk anymore, and different thing. Boy, major changes, huh? Maybe wear a different Fez sometimes. But basically, I'm in a rut of the same old thing. But you know what? I like a comfortable rut. So, so don't look forward to any major changes. No. No, but I think some people like that. Do you? Because it's just sort of like, you kind of know what it's going to expect, and you know, you can fast forward through this babble, you know, and get to the end where maybe you might like what I'm talking about, something in the news or something. Yeah, and talking about Fez Nights, let me include Monk, Jeff, and Barfly Brooks as people that have also done the Fez and have supported Fez Night and done their own versions of Fez Nights, and it's, you know, whatever. And so I want to thank them. And so am I done? And please forgive me if I've forgotten anybody out there that has done their own Fez. Oh, Angie from Team Pink has done a Fez. Bonnie, once upon a time, put on her Fez a couple times, I think. And I just wanted to say hello, Bonnie. To Bonnie, also known as Misanthropic 01 now, because her other channel. But otherwise known as Misanthropic, Bonnie, I want to say that Bonnie is the mean sister that I never had. You know how you love them, but you know, it's like, don't chase me with that ice pick.